Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So first things first is, please just ignore the nuclear Armageddon going off in this corner of the screen. That's just the sun beating through my shine through blinds, and this is the only office space I've got. I could use the action cam, but I'm quite comfortable here just filming the computer for this first little bit. Anyway, why are we here? Today I'm going to be taking a look at pyramid motorcycles, and I've got a rear hugger and an extension for the front mudguard on my Speed 400. Okay, the front part won't be going on today because I actually need to get the front mudguard replaced. They said they'll do it, so it should be anytime soon. It's just the plastic's a bit warped, so it's not quite straight, but the dealership's going to be changing it over pretty soon. I'm just waiting for an email. But the rear hugger will be going on, and given how quickly they do the front mudguard, it may be included in this video as well, but we'll see. But yeah, this is Pyramid Motorcycles, so there's not really much more to see. I'll just open it up to show you what's in it first. Why is the masking tape or the packaging tape I buy from the post office never this strong? Right, so this looks to be the front mudguard extension. It's actually fairly bigger than I thought it was going to be. That's bigger than I thought it was going to be. And here is the rear hugger. Can't really see much, to be honest with you. It's all enclosed in there. But this should be a significant improvement in keeping the bike clean. And the reason I got it is because it flings mud all up this suspension, the monoshock at the back, because basically the hugger is basically non-existent. So there's nothing more to show you here, so I guess go out to the bike. I'll see you in a sec. Okay, the reason I want to get it is because this is the hugger, right? And you can see how much space there is here for things to fling into the monoshock. Basically installing it's only 3 bolts. Got one back there, this one which you replace with the one they send you, and one in there. See how many stones and that it flings up? So that's why I'm getting it. And the chain guard is literally just 2 bolts. So nothing amazingly difficult. Okay, so that wash is meant to go with that, but look, it doesn't even fit over the lip. So what's that all about? Got 2 washers. I think I might have to go find my own washer. Doesn't fit over the lip, look, neither of them. Okay, they've given me a bolt here because they say it's easier to get in there. It's not. It's harder than using a ballpoint Allen pen, which would have Allen key, which just goes in straight like that. Nope, that's too easy apparently. And this aluminium's too thin, so the bolts don't secure it properly. Honestly, why does nothing fit properly in motorbikes? Okay, so I found a couple of big washers because the metal here is not thick enough to go over. I'll show you. That lip is thicker than the metal, so it doesn't clamp on it properly. So there's a little bit of play. But thankfully I've found a washers that will fit. This stuff should fit automatically, if it doesn't, unfortunately. So what could have been a very impressive bit of kit is turning out to be quite annoying. This seems to be a common complaint with motorcycle gear, because nobody can get good fitments. Okay, so it's on eventually. Honestly, like, I hate to sound so negative, but that was a mission. Just trying to get, you know, like, this aluminium is too thin for these bolts. Yet they tell you to reuse these bolts. So I had to source some washers. You know, just things like that. It's just, how are these things not picked up? Unless they've changed these bolts, unless things have changed, but the website says that it should fit my model. This middle bolt, honestly, this is impossible to put in. They said it's easy. They said they use this one because it's easier to get in there. It's 10 times harder. I don't know where they're getting their things from. Maybe if you, I don't know, even the default exhaust, it would still be easier. And this thing I'm going to have to take out because, once again, the plastic is thinner than the lip on the thing, so I'm going to have to try and get this in there somehow with this washer. Or, yeah, maybe I might source my own bolt. Anyway, I'll sort that out at a different time, but you can see how much more, so it should only go up to about here rather than cake crap all up the back there. So I guess I'll come back when I've tested it out. Okay, so it rained pretty heavy last night, and as you can see, crap everywhere. But the monoshock is relatively clean, or the suspension's relatively clean compared to what it would have been. All this rubbish would have gone flying straight up into there, making it impossible to clean. But it was wet road this morning, and getting cobwebs. There's a spider living in here somewhere. And yeah, so that would have got really quite messy up in there. But as you can see, it's not too bad. I'll give that a bit of jet wash in a bit, and then it should be all right. But this is what it looks like anyway. Okay guys, so that's my video on the Pyramid rear hugger. Unfortunately the front fender mudguard hasn't been replaced yet. It's only been like a day. But it does a good job, but it was annoying as hell to fit. The washers don't fit like they should do. They don't go over the little lips on the, only one washer fit, and that was the bolt that was meant to replace the original. I'm going to go back to the original anyway. But the washers didn't fit over the lips of the screws, the little lip on it, so it was useless. I had to find a different screw. I have bought some washers home from work actually, some M12 and M10s, the big ones, because the same thing happened with the chain guard. The aluminium was too thin to cover the lip, so there was a bit of play where the lip went all the way through and you couldn't tighten it down properly. I mean, it's ridiculous. You expect this type of quality control from AliExpress. You kind of expect it from an AliExpress thing, but then you're paying a third of the price, so it kind of goes with the territory. When you're paying premium price, like £100 for this rear hugger, and they've still got the quality control of AliExpress, where things are meant to fit and they don't fit 100%. So that's annoying. I'm a bit disappointed with that. The metal needs to be thicker on the aluminium, and the plastic needs to be thicker where the bolts go through on the hugger, and the washer needs to be, two of the washers need to be bigger. It's as simple as that. I mean, I could have picked this up in an hour. I mean, how did they not pick it up after, how long has this product been out? Or in their development? Unless things have changed on the Speed 400, but it doesn't show any change Doesn't, it says it should fit all of them, so yeah, that's really disappointing, that is. So yeah, the actual plastic part and the chain guard themselves are fine though. They do a good job, and they actually look pretty decent. So it's just the if you don't mind sourcing your own bolts and washers, but they should knock some off the price, I think, if it's going to be like that. But anyway, I'm waffling now. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in another video. Cheers, thank you, bye.